here with Peyton and Mark. So, my first question is, who do you think are some of the up-and-coming teams in the SEC?
Well, I gotta side with my team, the Vanderbilt Commodores. We've won 15 games in the last 2 years. Hottest team in the SEC, won the last 7 games of the regular season, beating teams like NC State in our bowl game, broke through the barrier against Tennessee, finally beat them. They're on a roll. They got the best wide receiver duo in the country, Chris Boyd and Jordan Matthews. Austin Carter-Samuels, a transfer from Wyoming, is sure to have a great senior year. We've got a really good chance at making it all the way, possibly even to an SEC title game this year.
I gotta say, my hometown, Georgia, they got a wonderful quarterback, Aaron Murray. He's phenomenal each year. He has 4,000 yards passing. He has a lot of touchdowns. I just think he'll carry this team to the SEC title game. They got a wonderful running game with Todd Gurley and Keith Marshall. On their defense, they always have a phenomenal defense. I just think they'll get an SEC title. I think possibly a national championship.
But here's where you're wrong. They never beat South Carolina. That's been a mainstay for years. They've lost the last 2 years, especially last year where they got absolutely pummeled in Columbia. And I just don't think they make it back to the SEC title game. They got a good shot. They'll probably lose on the road at Clemson opening game just because that defense will be shaky coming out of the gate. Depends on how well they run the ball. Georgia's not feeling very solid with me.
Yeah, but who from South Carolina, who did they lose in the draft? They lost
Ace Sanders and
exactly.
Marcus Lattimore. But Marcus Lattimore, they've shown the last 2 years that they can do well without him. And Andre Ellington's a perfectly good fill-in for him. That defense is sick, led by Jadeveon Clowney, of course, who I think is undisputably had the best football play in decades so far, knocking that guy's helmet off against Michigan. It just, South Carolina, overtime. We got to move on now.
All right, so we're going to talk about both championships in the NFL and the NBA. Let's start with the NFL. Who are your 2 picks to go to the Super Bowl this year?
Well, I'm going to surprise some people here. The Kansas City Chiefs. People discount. They were the number 1 overall pick this year because they were 2-14, and they deserved that because they were 2-14. But they didn't have a coach, and they didn't have a quarterback. We finally have a quarterback now, and that is Smith. Alex Smith, who had led the league in QBR this year, actually. Little known fact. And we got the best groomer of quarterbacks in the history of NFL coaches, and that is Andy Reid. Plus, we sent 6 guys to the Pro Bowl last year, leaving out Dwayne Bowe, who did not participate, and Brandon Flowers. That team has so much talent and potential, they should be able to go. They're definitely going to make the playoffs. The question is if they can get over the hump against Denver.
I have to say Atlanta Falcons because, Matt Ryan, he's just a phenomenal quarterback, and they have Twiz Rogers now, and Steven Jackson just came from St. Louis Rams. And we also have amazing receivers, Roddy White, Julio Jones there in his 3rd season in the NFL. We also have a 17-year tight end, Tony Gonzalez, one of the best tight ends of all time. We have an amazing defense. Outside linebacker, Sean Witherspoon. He's going to carry this defense. We also have amazing cornerbacks, just drafted 2. We also have Thomas DeCue, William Moore. I just think they can make it all the way this year.
Can I say one thing to you? Actually, I don't even have to say it. They choke every year. They've been so close for years. They've had the talent, they've had the coaching, and they always get knocked out in the playoffs. They can't do it. They just don't have it. It's not something. It's all Atlanta sports too. The Braves, the Hawks. Here's the thing. They're great in the regular season. They don't have a playoff mentality that you need to win Super Bowl.
We drafted defensive players in order to stop people like Russell Wilson, Colin Kaepernick, so they can't rush on us like they did in the playoffs. So we'll stop the running quarterbacks.
No defense in the league has been able to stop that this year. It doesn't matter who you drafted. They're still just unstoppable right now because nobody knows how to defend it.
Sophomore still Russell Wilson calling it right now.
Colin Kaepernick had a year to develop before he played, plus half this year. We got to move on, though. We're running very low on time. Let's move to the NBA.
All right, so what do you guys think about the NBA?
I definitely have the Golden State Warriors. Stephen Curry, solid point guard, hits threes. He even knows when he releases the ball. He turns around and runs down the court. He knows he's hit it. They also added Andre Iguodala this year. David Lee is one of the most solid power forwards in the league. Great shooter. That team is stacked and very solid on the bench.
I gotta go with Miami Heat. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. They also have Shane Battier, Mario Chalmers. I just think this team has the talent to do a three-peat this year.
Can't disagree. Miami's a solid team. And I think that's done, right?
Yeah.
That's a wrap.